Time blocking is the key to success. Elon Musk does it. Every high-level entrepreneur time blocks their schedule. But some of the common mistakes that you make when you're time blocking is you overpack your schedule and you miss appointments. So one of the most important things is to leave blank space so that you can accommodate to oh shit scenarios. Like, oh man, I gotta work on this pre-approval. Oh, I gotta suddenly take this client out shopping. Oh my God, my mom's in the hospital. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but you gotta leave space in your schedule to be able to accommodate for life's interruptions. So here are some simple ways that I like to time block. The first, I like to identify the 3 components that make up my business: on, in, and growth. When I'm on in time, I'm working in my business. I'm literally in the trenches. It could be something like working on my daily tasks, making my phone calls, working on pre-approvals, or anything that is just a part of the business. This includes working with my staff. This includes video content. This is everything that is a part of working on your daily activities. This is gonna make up the majority of your time blocks. Working in your business and getting specific about what you're working on. For example, on Mondays, I like to make outbound calls to all of my agents and buyers that are out looking and submitting offers. On Tuesdays, I like to call my past clients and find out how their day's going and if there's any major life events that are coming up. On Wednesdays, I like to focus on new business activity, but that's actually categorized into my growth schedule, which we'll talk about shortly. On Thursdays, I call everyone who's pending a pre-approval and I work in my business getting them pre-approved. And on Friday, that's Freedom Friday. I like to call and catch up on everybody who I missed during the week, anybody who I promised I would get back to but actually forgot because I'm a human and I make mistakes. And then on the weekends, I try to do 1 to 2 hours of in-time business where I'm just kind of working on my business because it's a little bit quieter and my phone hasn't gone off about 160 times. When I'm working on my business, this is when I'm working on improvements. This is when I'm solidifying strategies. Something like working within my CRM to set up new drip campaigns, to set up new text messages, to set up new vendors. This is all stuff that you're working on your business to be able to help it run smoother, run faster, and to help facilitate the next phase of your time blocks, which is the growth factor. The growth factor is something that we as entrepreneurs tend to forget, and we tend to go back to being technicians. If any of you read the E-Myth, you would know what I'm talking about. You consistently stay focused on baking your own pies when you should be focusing on growth. An entrepreneur's mindset tends to focus on growth until they reach their initial goal. And then you focus on what you're good at. I'm a good loan officer and I'm a good salesman. So working in sales and working on loans is very comfortable for me, but that's focused on my in time. When I'm on my growth phase is when I'm working on solidifying new relationships, working with new advertising vendors, working with new strategies that is simply outbound communication, and working towards growing my actual business. I'm in the midst of starting a media company, an advertising company, along with my mortgage company. All of this interrupts my day, and if I'm not disciplined throughout the day to be able to compartmentalize my in, on, and growth time, I'm never gonna get anything done. I try to limit each section to about 8 hours on in time, about 2 hours a week of growth time, which isn't very much, and about 4 hours of on time. The rest of my time is open. If you calculate it in your head, that's only about 14 hours of true time blocks for my mortgage business. I also specify per days on what type of activities I'm gonna be working on. This makes it easy for me to go throughout the week and know exactly what my focus is gonna be. Having about 20 to 25 hours of open space that'll quickly get filled up will be important when you're taking meetings and taking on new opportunities that you suddenly have to jump on. So if you want more information about how to structure your schedule so that you can optimize your life and optimize your career, shoot us a DM, like, follow, and subscribe for more content. Time blocking is going to be the key for you to succeed in this crazy market.